5 years, $100 million to head to the Carolina Panthers.
I can't wait to get out there with them and do some great things.
Deontay Johnson, one of the receivers, they locked into an extension.
We need some more playmakers. We got to add some more receivers, some more depth and competition in that room right now. We just got to get guys that can make plays.
First pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select
What's up, everybody? What be going on, man? It's your boy Q, aka Uncle Quan. Welcome back to the Panthers Experience with another episode, man. Look, we got a lot to talk about, y'all, man. The Panthers have been cooking this free agency, man, plugging in all the holes. Pause. Dan Morgan and the Carolina Panthers have been very busy, and they let you know head on, man. We don't got no ties to these guys. We have no emotions tied to these guys, so we don't care about your favorite players being gone. We're going to do whatever it takes to rebuild this roster the right way, and we're going to be a competitive team in the near future. So we are here to talk about my personal top 3 signings that we have so far in this free agency, and we're going to break down a little bit of film as we get into it, man. But hey, make sure you guys hit that like button while you're here. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video, man. Don't be in here peeking, because I see my numbers behind the scenes. I see that there's a lot of people that come to the channel to see the content, but they are not subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. It's a lot of work to type in the Panthers Experience, look for the video, and see if I upload it. Just subscribe, hit the notification bell, you won't miss a thing, man. I promise you, it's worth it, and I appreciate your support as always, man. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. And as the video goes, we're gonna reveal our guys one by one. We're gonna go over their statistics, and we're gonna go over their measurements, and we're gonna go over the film. We're gonna break down this thing on film and see what they can bring to the table. All right, guys, up first, it is obviously no secret whatsoever, man. The Carolina Panthers were absolute garbage last year when it came to protecting their quarterback. So we needed to beef up that line. We needed, especially the interior game, man. We needed to get better guards in here to help out Bryce Young, to give him a step-up lane, to really help him get more time in the pocket to deliver the ball to his receivers. We didn't really have that last year, so the first thing they did in this offseason was bring in my guy, Robert Hunt. This is a fucking giant, y'all. This is a 6'6" guy, 330 pounds, 96 baby. Yeah, shout out to them 96 babies. I'm a 96 baby myself. This is a guy who's very young and can come in and contribute right away. We're going to get into his film. If you take a look at your screen, you can see his PFF grade listed here below. I'm not high on PFF grades, man. I don't really do all the PFF numbers and grades and stuff like that. First of all, I don't know how it's measured. Second of all, I don't really give a damn about the statistics behind the PFF grade. I want to see more so of the film breakdown. I want to see, how do you approach the game? What's your attitude like in this game? How do you match up against, high caliber defenders? What is your game like? I want to see your technique. What is your leverage game? You know what I'm saying? I want to see all that. PFF don't tell me none of that shit. It's just telling me a blocking grade and his statistics. That's it. There's always context behind statistics. So for myself, I want to see, how do you approach the game? Robert Hunt was signed to a 5-year deal, $100 million, getting a bag this offseason, man. And a lot of people thought it was an overpay. I get it. It is a hell of a lot of money for a guard, but that is the kind of money that you need to pay for a top-tier offensive lineman, especially if you want him to be here long-term and be productive. You got to pay the bag, and they did the right thing by bringing in Robert Hunt on this $100 million deal. $63 million of that is guaranteed for this guy, so hey, there's no reason why you should perform. You get in the bag, you better protect my damn quarterback. So let's go ahead and get into the film, man. Alright, guys, so our guy right here, number 68, we're going to keep an eye on him, man. We're going to break down what his technique is like. Look, I'm not going to hold y'all, man. I don't know much about the offensive line game when it comes to like protection schemes and stuff like that. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know what the hell their assignments are, but I'm going to break down exactly what his techniques are when it comes to blocking, how fast can he move and stuff like that. So again, keep your eye on 68 right here. We're going to talk about it. So going up against the New York Giants, who is known for their defensive line, especially Dexter Lawrence, who's just a fucking hellraiser on that defensive line. I just want to see, how do you perform against high caliber defenders? You know what I'm saying? Obviously the defensive line in the NFL is evolving, constantly evolving. These guys are getting bigger, faster, stronger. How can you protect your quarterback? How can you, create space for your athletes as well when it comes to blocking. So I'm measuring his technique, just solely his technique. Again, I don't know all the schemes and, you know, assignments. All right, so we're gonna let this thing run just like we usually do, and then we're gonna talk about it. Big guy can't get out. So I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at how fast can you pull? How fast can you get to your block? So obviously this play was designed to be sort of a misdirection, kind of a trickery right here, and then it's going to the right. So Robert Hunt quickly pulls out of this little guard position. So watch it. We're gonna slow it down. Look how fast he does this. Very effective. He gets to the first person right here on the edge. Look at his base. Look how he set his feet. He got his feet shoulder width apart, and he getting in there, man. He's not very low, but he's strong enough to use his upper body strength to keep him in front of him. He doesn't need to do much right here. I mean, obviously the play is going to the right side. All you got to do is really just get in front of this guy, get him out of the play. That's what he does. He does this assignment really well. So look, pops out, man, makes good initial contact. I don't need to do much, just get you out of the play, and that's exactly what he did. So take a look at it one more time. Gets out quick, boom, lays good contact on him, get him out of the play. Good job right here. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, next play right here. Again, we're keying in on number 68, right guard Robert Hunt. He's head on right here with number 98. This is a 2 technique from the defender. Lined up over the guard, head up. Let's see how he matches up against him. So let's let this play run. Tua in the shotgun. I mean, he just throws this guy. Damn, hold on. Let's take this back. Let's slow this thing down. God damn. He threw this big ass man like it was nothing. So obviously you got Tyreek Hill in motion coming to the left side. So this play is going left. So this is what I really like about Robert Hunt right here on this play. This is directional blocking. He's getting him out of the play. Once again, the play is going left. So I'm going to, you know, push you to the right side. And I mean, he fucking threw him. Look at him. Hold on. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Great initial contact, man. He got a little bit of help from his center, got a little chip, but that's all him. That's all him. Take a look at it again, man. This is just pure weightlifting, bro. Throws him completely out of the play. Tyreek Hill doesn't, I mean, he don't even see this guy in this play, man. So, and he's head up. He get a little bit of chip from his center, but this is one-on-one. One-on-one. Look at his feet. Look at where his feet is. Planted in the ground, using that upper body strength to throw this man to the side like a little ass boy. Look at this shit again, man. Get out the play. You ain't relevant. Damn. I like Robert Hunt, man. And that's really the type of dog mentality that we need on this offensive line, because we were so used to seeing people get bullied. It was ridiculous. I mean, people would just literally throw our guys out of the way to get to Bryce Young, and poor Bryce ain't have no chance, man. Let's take a look at the next play. All right, guys, let's take a look at this next play, man. Again, we're keying in on number 68. He's lined up, head up against number 98, man. So let's take a look at this matchup once again. Tua Tagovailoa, obviously in a passing situation. Tyreek Hill comes in motion. This is a screen design, so you got to get your guard to pull out as quick as possible. So as soon as this ball is snapped, he gets his base right. He gets ready for initial contact against the guy in front of him. But he doesn't need to worry about that. He gets out quickly. This is a 330-pound guy, y'all. Look how fast he's moving out. And then as soon as he gets in front of his guy, this guy stands no chance, y'all. Again, let's slow it down. Look how he settles his feet, gets his base right, gets his hands up. Again, take a look at that initial contact. Look at that base. He sets his base, gets ready for contact, gets him right there outside of his shoulders, on the outside of his shoulder pads, gets leverage, and he throws this guy out the play. Again, throwing guys around, and Jalen Waddle is running behind essentially a big-ass wall. So this guy stands no chance. Look at him. He has no chance. All right, guys, again, we're taking a look at number 68, Robert Hunt. He's lined up against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles were known for their defensive line just a season ago, man, when they got over 60 sacks, got to the Super Bowl. They were crazy. All right, let's take a look at it. We're going to let this play run, y'all. This guy is one-on-one with Fletcher Cox, number 91. This is one of the most premier, prolific defensive interiors that we have ever seen in this game. He's easily going to be in the Hall of Fame. He was a dog throughout his entire career. But right here, Robert Hunt got him in fucking straps. Take a look at it, y'all. This is one-on-one. Look at Robert Hunt. Look at this. Is weightlifting, bro. Weightlifting. Look at this. Look how much time Tua Tagovailoa has. Look at the footwork. Even after that push that Fletcher Cox got on him. Look at the push. Look how he regains his footing. Take a look at it slowly. Look at the push by Fletcher Cox. It's a good push, by the way. But he still gets his hands right back on Fletcher Cox. He keeps his base. He had him on fucking straps, y'all. he had him on straps. I love the fact that you can show me, it don't matter what kind of interiors that you go against, you're showing that you can hold your own. A 27-year-old this big going against, you know, some veterans. I love the fact that you can hold your own one-on-one against these type of guys, because we're gonna be playing some nice defensive interiors coming into the season, and we definitely gonna need that help, man. So I definitely love seeing the one-on-one matchups. Robert Hunt showed me everything I need to see right here, man. Against Fletcher Cox, great matchup. I mean, he held his own. He had him on straps. Bought Tua Tagovailoa some time to throw that thing to Tyreek Hill and get a first down. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about our number 2 guy on this list. Obviously, the Panthers wanted to beef up their offensive linemen, so they went out and they paid the bag for these offensive interiors. Coming in at number 2, I got Damian Lewis, weighing 6'2", 327 pounds, another big guy added to the offensive line. Obviously, you needed beef up there. You can't just add one guy and expect the offensive line to be fixed. Damian Lewis is a 97 guy, so obviously he's another younger offensive lineman coming in here who can be productive for years to come, man. And I really like this deal so far. 4 years, $53 million. Again, you got to pay that type of money if you want a decent offensive lineman. So bringing in Damian Lewis is definitely going to help beef up this offensive line, especially on the left side where Ike Ekwonu kind of struggled this year, man. So take a look at your screen. Here's his PFF grade. If you guys are into the PFF thing, we're going to go ahead and break down his film. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, here's where things get impressive, man. Take a look at the left side of the line with number 68. That's where he's lined up. But the most interesting thing right here, number 97, right here on this line, Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is known as one of the most craziest defensive interiors in the entire league. So how do you handle yourself against a guy like Dexter Lawrence? All right, let's slow this thing down. He got a good initial contact with Dexter Lawrence. He's one-on-one right now. Great initial contact to throw him off balance and get him off the play. Let's slow this thing down real quick. Take a look at his footwork. Look at his base real quick. He got his feet planted to the ground. He got that inside leverage. Again, kind of gets a good push. He doesn't really get like a good hold to him. He kind of let him slip, but hey, he got caught up in the bunch, so it works out. One thing I like about breaking down film, man, with an individual player is seeing their approach to the game and how they handle matchups, like one-on-one matchups against premier defenders, man. So I'm looking at Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, if you don't know who this guy is, you probably don't even watch much ball. So Aaron Donald, obviously the most craziest defensive interior I've ever seen in my entire life. So I'm looking at number 68 right here, lined up at left guard. So let's let this play run. Let's see how he handles himself against number 99. I got a little bit of motion. He's one-on-one with Aaron Donald. Look at this shit. Hold on. He got Aaron Donald in straps. Are you fucking kidding me? Aaron Donald, one-on-one. This is a guy who requires a triple team, y'all. And this is a run. Look at the direction of this run. He's running behind a fucking wall. A wall. Look how much time he buys this running lane, man. First of all, shout out to this entire offensive line. They did a hell of a job of creating a lane for this running back. Wasn't much, but he definitely got positive gain right here. So, but I'm keying in on 68. Look at 68 and number 99. They going at it, man. Look at it. Look at his base. He keeps his feet. You know how strong Aaron Donald is, but he keeps his feet. He's giving him a good ass push, but look at his foot. Planted in the ground. I mean, you can't get him off of his feet. He doesn't lift his feet not once. Great job by this guy, man. Great job by Damian Lewis by keeping Aaron Donald out of the play. That is very impressive. So let's let it run in real time. All right, guys, let's take a look at this next play. Again, we are keying in on guard Damian Lewis, number 68 right here. So we're going to let this play run in real time and we're going to slow it down. So I'm looking at his technique. I'm looking at how he's blocking. He gets his head down right here, man. That's the one thing I don't like about Damian Lewis on this play right here. He gets away with a hold too. So take a look at it. Let's take a look at the initial contact. I don't know much about the schemes with blocking and blocking protection. This looks like what they call like zone blocking. So obviously he's getting the guy that comes to him first, it looks like, because I'm thinking he's going out the number 97, but 91 gets the contact on him and they have to pretty much do like a little switch block. But he does a good job of picking him up initially. He gets a nice base, but 91 gets a nice move on him. He pushes him out the way, but 68 immediately recovers. I like how he recovers, but as he's recovering, he's holding, y'all. He's holding. He's at the hips right now. He's at the waist. And look at his feet. He's dragging on the ground. He got a hold, and then right here, he elbows this man head down. And at this point, his head is down. So this looks bad. This looks bad. He lost that rep. He definitely lost that rep, but he got away with it. He got away with it. So let's take a look at it again. Good contact. Good contact. Very last minute contact. Number 91 gets a great push off, man. Great push off with his left arm, pushing him to his left side. And then he recovers immediately. Look at his feet planted in the ground. Look at his feet right here. He plants that feet, regains his footing, but his hands are in the wrong place at this point, man. So, I mean, this is kind of a bittersweet play. I mean, he recovers good with his feet, but he doesn't get his hands right there inside the shoulder pads. So, I mean, he kind of got handled right here, but it was just enough time for Geno Smith to get the ball off and get a completion. All right, guys, once again, we're keying in on number 68. Got a two technique going on here. Got a guy head up. Aaron Donald once again. So let's take a look. Aaron Donald one-on-one. He gets the double team. So he's showing me right off rip that he's pretty good with the double team as well. They handle Aaron Donald. They get him out of the play. At this point, he's one-on-one. He's one-on-one. But hey, Aaron Donald won right here. Let's let it run. Aaron Donald did win right here. And he got away once again with a hold. So let's take a look at it. Good contact. Good job by the center to chip Aaron Donald, get that double team. But at this point, it's one-on-one. He's pushing him back. He's winning initially. But Aaron Donald, showing you that weight room, he throws his man off of him. He pushes his head down. And I'm seeing that now in this film. When you push this man's head down, you got him. You pretty much got him right where you want him. And I mean, he got his head down and he puts his hands in the wrong place. Look at where his hand placement is. He's grabbing his legs right now. This is a hold. This is a hold. All the way through, this is a hold. But, I mean, I don't know, man. I get good initial contact. But Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? He throws him out of the way. He should have got the tackle, but a last-minute cut by the running back throws off his angle. But Damian Lewis lost his rep right here. He did lose his rep, but I'm not mad at it. It's Aaron Donald. He did what he could. He stood in the way long enough for him not to make the tackle. So it is what it is. Let's move on to the next play. All right, so in the next play, I'm looking at how you recover because you definitely got bullied by Aaron Donald in that last play. So take a look at number 98. Again, at left guard, we're keying in on 98. We're going to let this thing run, and let's talk about it. All right, one-on-one. The run is coming directly to his side, and he takes Aaron Donald once again out of the play. One-on-one. This is one-on-one. Aaron Donald gets a great push, but again, he's showing that great recovery speed with his feet. Look at his feet. He's getting pushed out of the way. Aaron Donald is pretty much handling this man, but he doesn't give up. That's one thing I like about Damian Lewis. He doesn't give up. And right here, this running back is coming off of the backside of Damian Lewis so he can throw off Aaron Donald's angle. Aaron Donald is pretty much out of the play. Damian Lewis is doing his job. He's doing his job. So look, he gets his feet. Look at his foot planted in the ground. He got his knees bent. He got leverage on Aaron Donald. He took him out of the play. He did enough to where Aaron Donald was taken out of the play. He did his job for long enough. I think this is very impressive. One-on-one against Aaron Donald to take him out of the lane to stop this run, man. I think this is very impressive. So, all right, guys, once again, let's key in on number 68 for this last play. Let's take a look at how he approaches this play, man. Let's let it run, and we're going to talk about it and slow it down. All right, so he gets out. At this point, it's one-on-one. So great initial double team. This is a good job of getting initial contact on number 98. And then that center switches off and helps his other guard. But look at how he handles the one-on-one after that. Great job of initiating a double team. Look at his footwork. He sets his base. His foot is planted on the ground. He's moving his feet this time. He's chopping his feet so he can keep them in front of him. Take a look at it. He got 91 in straps, y'all. I'm sorry, 98. He got 98 in straps. Take a look at it one more time, y'all. He got 98 in straps. 98 stood no chance on this play. Geno Smith gets a completion, gets a first down. Great job by Damian Lewis in pass protection. Let's go ahead and move on to the next guy. All right, guys, last but not least, we're going to move on to our number 3 guy on this list, Deontay Johnson, wide receiver from the Pittsburgh Steelers, acquired via trade with Dante Jackson in a pick swap. So Deontay Johnson, man, is on basically like we picked up his rookie deal. So I think he's on like a 1-year prove-it deal before we do extend him. And I think Deontay Johnson was a pivotal signing. I didn't even think that he would be available for trade going into the season. Deontay Johnson is somebody I kind of peeped in and out with watching throughout the season. He was a very slept-on receiver in my opinion, and I really like to watch this guy because he's very crisp coming in and out of his breaks, and that's one thing I really like when watching wide receivers. How do you get in and out of your breaks? Are they smooth? Do you round out your breaks? Deontay Johnson does everything right. Take a look at his PFF grade, man. Take a look at the separation chart. And honestly, with Deontay Johnson, this is a no-brainer. We were bottom tier of the league when it came to separation, man. So not only was our offensive line trash, but our wide receivers were really lacking production last year, especially when it came to separation. So Deontay Johnson is literally an immediate answer to that separation issue. Deontay Johnson, again, is crisp in and out of his breaks, and he has enough speed to have that breakaway speed when he does have the ball in his hands. So let's go ahead and get into the film and let's talk about Deontay Johnson. All right, guys, let's let this first play run. We're looking at number 18 right here on the outside. Deontay Johnson, wide receiver, Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a trips bunch formation right here to the left. So we're gonna let this thing run. Again, we're not here to break down offensive schemes. We're just breaking down the individual player. First of all, great throw by Mason Rudolph right here. That was a hell of a throw. Hell of a throw right here in the soft spot of the zone. Deontay Johnson does a good job of sitting. Look at how he sails the route. This looks like he's about to run a post. Look at the safety right here. Hold on. I want you guys to take a look at this safety right here. Take a look at his eyes and take a look at his movement when Deontay Johnson is running this route. All right, so let me slow it down. Deontay Johnson, right here, look at his body language. It looks like he's about to run a post. Again, I told y'all to take a look at this safety. This safety is already making a move, preparing for that post move. It looks like he's running a post. Look at his body language. It looks like he's literally about to turn it up the field and go straight towards the safety. But Deontay Johnson immediately stops, hits the brakes, turns around, and right here, he's not really open. He's not really open. Look at number 50. He's right here in front of his lane. So Mason Rudolph, this is why this is such a really good throw. Because if you take a look at 50, he's in that throwing lane right to Johnson. If you throw this thing right on the rope, that's a pick. He's anticipating that. He's going to take that to the crib. Take a look at the throw by Mason Rudolph, man. This is up and over the defender. Right to the right shoulder. Right outside shoulder of Deontay Johnson. Look at the catch. Straight hands, man. Straight hands. But this is a hell of a throw, man. Let's let it run in real time. Again, if you throw this thing on the rope, that's a pick. Great job of getting that ball up and over and right over to Deontay Johnson. That's a quick awareness by Deontay Johnson too. Quick awareness because that ball is coming in hot. And he immediately catches it, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and then he gets down to protect himself. Great catch. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so what I'm looking for from Deontay Johnson is, what do you do with the ball in your hands? What do you do with the ball in your hands? I mean, this is a guy who put his foot in the ground and he can change on a dime. I mean, look at his direction. We're gonna slow this thing down. You got a guy coming downhill who's trying to do his best to break down to set the edge. He's not trying to give this outside up. So Deontay Johnson is literally baiting him in. Baiting him in. He's trying to get that outside leverage. He's trying to move this corner to the outside. So take a look at it. Look at his body language. Look at Deontay Johnson's body language all the way into the last second. So as soon as he sees this defender is committed to taking away the outside, watch how he plants his foot and turns it back inside. He's using the defender's leverage against them to basically evade tackles. So look at it again. So he got him. I mean, look at him. He's literally setting the edge. He's trying to keep him inside. As soon as he got him committed, boom. Look at his fucking, bro. Look at the form. Sets the feet, boom. Look how low he is, bro. Look how low he is. You know how much work that shit takes to get that low? Oh my goodness. My goodness, boom. Look at his ankles. Look at his ankles. Look at the other defender. Ankles gone, bro. It's really hard to focus on trying to break down when you just changing on a dime like that. You're running full speed, trying to break down and make a tackle, and then you just suddenly switch. That's hard to defend, man. Deontay Johnson is very, very shifty. I love the way he get in and out of his breaks. All right, guys, let's take a look at your screen. Take a look at the top of your screen where he's lined up at wide out. That's an ugly circle. Hey, y'all forget my circle. But he's lined up against press coverage once again. Let's take a look at it. We're going to let this play run before we talk about it. So key in on number 18 at the top of your screen. Guy doesn't get his hands on him. He got inside leverage. Safety got caught sleeping, and I mean, he turns on the jets after that. What do you do with the ball in your hands? I mean, stride by stride, he's out. Nobody's catching him. Great job. So let's talk about it right here. Let's slow it down. All right, so initially he comes up with the stutter step. He sees that this defender is not trying to get hands on him. So as soon as he's backpedaling, again, using your leverage against you, he takes that inside as soon as he gives him the inside. He gives him the inside, so stutters outside, comes back inside. Now, where this linebacker fucks up, he's all in the way, man. The linebacker is all in the way. He backpedals. He throws the corner off because he's trying to get to his guy. And then the safety up here, take a look at the safety right here. He got caught sleeping. He got caught sleeping covering the middle of the field. And Deontay Johnson, he got that inside leverage already. Beautiful ball by Rudolph. That thing is on the money. And that's one thing about Bryce Young. Bryce Young is good in the intermediate game. And as soon as you come out of that break, that thing gonna hit you right in the face, man. So take a look at it. That ball comes out. Boom. And as soon as he catches the ball, he is out, man. He is out. I love the speed. He turned on the Jets, scored a touchdown, celebrate, go ahead and turn up, man. I love the play right here. This is really just more so a result of Baltimore's mistake, but also Deontay Johnson taking advantage of those mistakes that they made. I mean, he made the best of it. He got a touchdown. Great awareness by Deontay Johnson on this play. All right, guys, let's take a look at this last play right here. Take a look at the bottom of your screen where he's lined up at wideout. He doesn't get the ball on this play, but I just want you to take a look at how he uses the defender's leverage against him and how he gets in and out of his breaks, man. Look at how he runs his routes. It's so crisp. So we're going to let it run. We're just going to let it run. Take a look at the bottom of your screen. Y'all forgive me for this little bar. All right, here we go. Boom. Look how quick you get in and out of that break. Woo! So obviously you got 21. He's backpedaling, pretty much playing zone coverage, trying to keep everything in front of him. So Deontay Johnson, he uses that inside leverage that he gives him. Look at 21. He's giving him the inside leverage. All right, take a look at it one more time. Boom. I just love the way Deontay Johnson get in and out of his breaks. I mean, he uses the leverage against the defenders. I mean, that's something that you see these top tier wide receivers do. They're using the leverage against you, and they're making it hard for you to have recovery speed when it comes to defending their routes. And Deontay Johnson is literally at the top of the league when it comes to creating separation. So Deontay Johnson is going to be a problem. I love the fact that we picked him up, and I can't wait to see what else we do at the receiver position. We also just got David Moore from the Tampa Bay Bucks. Funny fact, man, we actually ended up talking about David Moore a little bit, breaking down film with Dave Canales. So if you guys haven't seen that, definitely go ahead and check that out. We definitely keyed in on number 19. But overall, man, I'm really just looking forward to seeing what kind of receivers they add into this offseason and into the draft, especially the draft. The draft is just stacked. We talk about these prospects over at What's Up Doug, man. So if you're not subscribed to What's Up Doug, we do a lot more live content over there, man. So definitely subscribe to What's Up Doug. Let them know that Uncle Quan sent you. We will be covering a lot more draft prospects prior to the draft, man. So we're gonna be doing mock drafts and all that good stuff. Definitely don't want to miss that. Subscribe to What's Up Doug, and I'll see you over there. In conclusion, Panther Nation, man, I think we are in good hands with Dan Morgan. He's doing a hell of a job so far. I've got to say, he's proved me wrong so far, because I was thinking like, okay, I mean, this is a guy who was literally Scott Fitterer's right-hand man. Why would you keep him in the building when we, you know what I'm saying, trying to clean house? But Dan Morgan shut me up quickly, especially with that first signing with Robert Hunt. I'm really liking the moves that I'm seeing so far. And again, we're bringing in guys to plug in these roster holes, and I really like what they're doing so far. And it's making me think that maybe we can be competitive this year. I'm not going to say we're going to be a threat this year, not just yet. We got to build the right way. It's going to take some time, because you got to build chemistry with these guys. You got to build a rapport. You got to build all that stuff with a new offense. But I think we are definitely heading in the right direction. I think the Carolina Panthers will be a force to be reckoned with, especially once they add more pieces to this roster. But so far, these are definitely the top 3 signings in my book, and I love what we did so far with these guys. I love the contracts that they got. Deontay Johnson, we got Deontay Johnson from Dante Jackson, who was obviously about to be released anyway. So I think we got a hell of a value out of Deontay Johnson from that trade with Dante Jackson and the pick swap. As always, man, make sure you guys hit that notification bell on your way out, man, if you haven't already, so that you don't miss another video on the channel. Make sure you stay tuned, man, as we cover more draft prospects and what to expect going into this draft. More film breakdowns and more on the ground work coming up very soon, so definitely don't want to miss that, man. As always, fam, stay true to yourself, keep being you, follow those dreams and turn those dreams into goals, and go get it, fam. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.